All right, hello everybody. My name is Tashayla. I am founder of Walk Her Through Life, empowering women, children, and inner child to learn, grow, and thrive. I am not live today because I am taking a break, but that does not mean that I will not show my beautiful face for you to share a nugget. So last week was part one about asking the question of why do we settle for less, and it was also going through the patterns of um, of what those patterns look like. So identifying signs, understanding your worth, breaking the cycle, things like that. And so today we're gonna dive right into part two, which is reclaiming your worth. So I have a question to start with today. The question is, what keep you from believing you deserve more? Just sit with that for a couple seconds. What keep us from believing that we deserve more? Well, let me tell you a little bit as I read my notes here. Yeah, I know I read my notes. So sometimes we settle not because we don't want better, but because deep down we struggle to believe that we actually deserve it. Maybe it's because of our past, the way we were treated, or the negative voices, both internal and external, that told us we weren't worth enough. And, sweetheart, my dog, you are worth way more than what you think. But let's get one thing straight: your worth is not up for debate. So, why do we struggle to see our worth? Well, the first reason is past wounds shape our beliefs. Our beliefs. Sorry, I said that weird. If you've been told you're not good enough, loved conditionally, or experienced rejection, you may have internalized the idea that you aren't worthy of more. I have been in some friendships and just, I don't have to be even friendship, but just relationships with different people throughout my life. It may have been a neighbor, or it may have been a coworker. You building positive, trying to build a positive relationship, but or even maybe even a teacher. I don't know, somebody needs to hear that, and they may have said that. Let's say you want to become a doctor or a lawyer or even a pastor, and they said you're not good enough for that, and that hurts when somebody tell you that you're not good enough when you know deep down, at least before they told you within that moment, deep down that you're definitely worth that. And there's people out there who needs to hear your voice because they haven't experienced what you experienced. And so a lot of times we need to detox. Really, I mean, one way is to fast and pray, but detox from that, and you know, and just basically rebuke that, because that is a lie from the enemy. And so the second thing that we struggle with, or people struggle with in general, and I'm sure we all have at one point, I know I have, is the fear of disappointment keep us small. It makes us feel that we're small. If you expect less, you won't be let down, right? But shrinking yourself to avoid pain only keeps you stuck. So if you are a person who, I'm just gonna use a scenario as a business owner because I'm growing lines, and if I would have sat here and kept saying, "Oh, I'm only gonna make a few bucks," oh my goodness, like who wants to buy my book? Do you know I would not be where I am today? On top of that, if it wasn't for the redesign Empire Platinum RDE, I also would not be where I am. Because of that community, I have grown so much confidence that I feel like I had at one point during my teenage, maybe my early 20 years, then somewhere in between my 20s and going a little bit into my 30s, it's like I lost it. Maybe even, see, I'll say between 18 and maybe like 29 or something like that. It's like I lost that. And I was just like, oh my God, what happened? It's like all my dreams was just, it felt like it just was not going to come true. But then one day I woke up. Snap out of it. You got to do something about it. You have to make that first step. You can't expect someone else to do that for you. And so, don't belittle yourself, because you are capable of a lot of amazing things. Okay, you have to believe in yourself first. Other people can believe in you all day and every day, but if you don't believe in yourself, you're probably going to be stuck for a very long time, and I don't want that for you. And so the third thing is toxic environments reinforce negative beliefs. So the people you surround yourself with matters. Oh, do you know I had to let go of quite a few people in my life? Not that they were bad people, it just wasn't the right people for me in that specific season within my life. So if your circle doesn't uplift, challenge or celebrate you, it's time to reevaluate. Think about who is in your circle. Think about who may be dragging you. We talked about this last week about the environment you may be in that's draining your energy, or the place that you may be at, and it's just like you just don't find no type of happiness there because it's probably not where you're supposed to be. God probably have something more unlikely. You know God, He's amazing. Have something bigger for your life. And so, how do you reclaim your worth? Shift your mindset. You are not what happened to you, my friend. You are not your mistakes, and you are worthy simply because you exist. You are alive. You woke up and you took that breath this morning. You got to be grateful and thankful for that every morning when you wake up. This is the Lord the day. This is the day the Lord has made, and you will rejoice and be glad in it. I encourage you, to repeat that when you wake up in the morning, at least once or twice, especially when the day seems to just be dragging. And then speak life over yourself. Negative self-talk keeps you bound. Start replacing I'm not enough with I am more than enough. And of course, invest in your healing. Therapy, journaling, prayer, and community can all help rebuild your self-worth. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will all build your self-worth. And who you surround yourself with matters. So your environment plays a huge role in how you see yourself. The right people will push you to be better and remind you of your value and hold you accountable when you start to settle. I know someone that I'm very close with, and this individual just always remind me, and not that I didn't think too highly of myself, I had my days, but this person always remind me, be a better you. Be the better version of yourself every day. And it's just stuck with me. It's like every time the person say that, I'm like, gosh, you're so right. So, reflection question. Who or what in your life is making you doubt your worth? What do you think needs to change? All right, stay tuned for next week for part 3, walking away and walking towards more. Drop a heart in the comments if you're ready to start seeing yourself the way God sees you. Worthy, whole, and enough. All right, y'all. Stay blessed. Bye.